Liset here from Sweet Girl Farms. Today's video is going to be all about persimmons and the different varieties. So if you're interested in learning more about persimmons, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so one of the questions that I get asked a lot about persimmons is which ones are the baking variety and then which ones are the fresh eating variety. So behind me I have a giant Fuyu persimmon, and I can cut one. We'll go ahead and harvest one. Okay, so these are the giant Fuyu persimmons. They're larger than regular Fuyus, but what throws people off is that these giant Fuyus are a variation of the regular Fuyus that are known for their fresh eating quality. And so what's cool about this one is that they can be eaten fresh, but also work really well for baking. And now I'm gonna show you a really soft one of these persimmons here on the tree. Alrighty guys, so we're underneath a giant Fuyu persimmon tree, and I'm going to show you how versatile these persimmons are. So one of the things that distinguishes the giant Fuyus is that they can be used in baking recipes, or they can also be eaten fresh. And we can observe that in this one branch there is a ripe persimmon, well, a super soft persimmon. Ripe, I mean, they're all like, this one's ripe and ready to eat, but for baking specifically, you want to get the persimmons once they have a soft texture to them. So if I press this persimmon, it leaves a small mark of my finger telling me that this is soft and ready to be used, because it has a really nice texture in the pulp. And even in the same stem, you can see that one is super soft and then there's one that's still super crispy. So both of these can be enjoyed, and they're just at different stages of ripeness. But this is why we like the giant Fuyus, because they're more versatile. You can eat them fresh, and that's what throws people off, because a lot of times these persimmons are confused with the Hachiya persimmons, which a lot of people know as the baking persimmons. And if the Hachiya persimmons are consumed when they're firm, it leaves a very unpleasant feeling in the tongue, very numb-like, and that's because of its astringent properties. So there's something in the persimmon that makes you have that reaction. As opposed to these giant Fuyus, these are not the same as Hachiya. These giant Fuyus can be eaten firm, just like you see them here, or soft, and then that's why we love them. So this is one of the varieties that we have here at the farm stand, and now I'm going to move on to the regular Fuyu persimmon. So let's go check those out. Alright everyone, so now let's talk about the regular Fuyu persimmons. The regular Fuyu persimmons are the most, I think, well-known persimmon. It's the one that people come to the farm stand and recognize right away. They're like, oh yeah, I like this one because you can eat this one fresh. So I know that, like I mentioned in the previous clip, the Hachiyas are known to just bake with them instead of eating fresh, and then these regular Fuyus are the ones that people gravitate towards, like, for a good snack. So the way I would describe a persimmon is it's a sweet, juicy fruit that's crunchy like an apple. It's a mix between maybe like a papaya and an apple in one. When customers come over to the farm stand, I get all kinds of descriptions, so that's pretty cool. It's a unique fruit that you definitely have to try. And at this stage of ripeness, it's super crunchy. So we can harvest one, and then you can see how it's flat and round, maybe like a little pumpkin is what I would say. And we'll do a quick taste test here. This is a fruit that you can eat right off the tree, and also you can eat the skin. The skin is very thin, so it's like an apple, You don't have to peel them unless that's what you prefer. But in general, I just go ahead and eat them as is. You can see in this one that this has a seed to it. Not all regular Fuyu persimmons come with seeds, but this one happened to have a seed, so we're gonna take that off. And then you can just eat it. I like them, they're really good. I'm usually not a fan of like crunchy fruit, but the persimmon has an exception. And then I can show you the giant Fuyus. So like I said, these are the most well-known persimmons. It's a good snack to have, but also I want to show you the comparison in size between the giant Fuyus and then the regular Fuyus. Like I said, if you're gonna do baking or what else? I know some people make soups with them, but anyways, if you're gonna do baking, then I recommend you take the giant Fuyus, let them sit out, or request that you want soft Fuyu persimmons, soft giant Fuyus for baking. And if not, then you can just eat this one as well, just as is. Same thing, it has a thin skin, so you don't have to peel them, but I mean, that's up to you. And then yeah, you get a big fruit, so it can be a lunch of its own. So that's it. I want to say it's a little less crunchy, but super sweet. And then this one's more crunchy. I think I would finish this one a little bit more fast than a giant Fuyu. Like I said, it's bigger, so it's a meal of its own. Okay, so let's move on to another Fuyu persimmon that I want to show you. It's super unique. Alrighty guys, so we are yet with another Fuyu persimmon, and this is a super unique variety. It's a petite Fuyu persimmon. It is kind of, it's round, oval shape in small size, and so these are really cool. They are a chocolate Fuyu persimmon, and they're super unique. They're called chocolate Fuyu persimmons because the flesh is a dark brown color when it ripens really well. So this one for sure needs to be ripened and soft in texture, because otherwise it will leave your tongue feeling kind of numb. So it is a Fuyu persimmon, but it's a variation that needs to be let ripen on the tree or on the table so that you can enjoy. Maybe I can find one. Oh, okay, yeah, this one feels good. Let me find a super ripe one so that we can open it up, just because it's very unique. Okay, I think I see one back there. It's full of persimmons, so I don't know which one to grab. Okay, so this is the chocolate Fuyu persimmon. Like I said, it's smaller. Let me bring out the giant Fuyu and the regular Fuyu for size comparison. I put them in my little baggie. So right away you can see that the regular Fuyu always has that flat shape to it. This one is a round shape, and then the giant Fuyu is bigger than both of them. So you can check out the size difference between the chocolate Fuyus, giant Fuyus, regular Fuyus. Okay, so let's open this one up. Hopefully it has a really nice color to it. I tried to get one that's like super orange, so if we give it a good clean, you can see that bright orange color. Oh, by the way, one Interesting fact about all that little white stuff that I just took off, but you can observe on the fruit. So fruit produces its own natural wax. That's what that white stuff is. I forget the name of it, but a lot of fruits produce their own wax so that they protect themselves, very much like if it were sunscreen. So yeah, that's what that white thing is. So it's natural. It's not something that we put on them. It happens naturally to different fruits. So sometimes you'll notice it in plums. Grapes definitely have it. The persimmons, it's noticeable. I mean, there's plenty of fruits, I'm sure, that I'm missing. Okay, so hopefully this has that really nice brown color to it. If it doesn't, then we kind of have to wait a little bit more for this one. Okay, yeah, this one has it. And then I'll explain to you how. You see that? You see the it's darker brown where it's more orange, so that's why I say this one has to be super ripe so that it gets that dark brown color on the inside. And there could be a better example. I'm probably too early in the season to be harvesting this one. Either way, I'm gonna eat it. But that's where it gets its name from. This one, like I said, when it is that ripe, soft texture to it, it's super creamy, it's buttery, and the sweetness is unique. It's very, very different than the regular Fuyu and the giant Fuyus. Those are good, but when this one ripens up really nicely, it's so creamy and sweet. A lot of the customers that have bought this one in previous years have told me that it has like a cinnamony nutmeg flavor to it. That's what people say. I like them regardless of whether that is or isn't true. To me, they taste delicious. Yeah. Okay. I think this one's my favorite out of the 3 Fuyus. Okay. This one also has seeds, but yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. We might start harvesting this variety soon. So if you see it at the farm stand, now you know what a chocolate Fuyu persimmon is. It has that really nice brown color to it. Yeah, the other Fuyu persimmons don't have it, so just to show you, you see. Oh, where's the camera? Oops. They're way different. The hachiyas, just so that we have a brief overview, is more pointy in shape. It has an oval, long, pointy tip to it, and that's how you'll be able to distinguish. But if you have questions when you get here to the farm stand, then just go ahead and ask me, and then I can help you out and hopefully match you with the right persimmon. Alrighty guys, so that's it for this video. I don't want to make it too long or complicated, but hopefully this explanation simplifies the questions that I get asked, and also it covers a little bit more in depth the different varieties that there are of persimmons. There's not just the baking and the fresh eating one. There's plenty within that spectrum, within like those categories. And I mean, we only have a few varieties. I'm sure there's plenty more. I don't know. I can Google it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that I don't know of, and I'd be interested to try others. But this is what we have here at the farm and at the farm stand. So if you need any of these fruits, then come over. I'm open daily. You can find me on all social media platforms that as Sweet Girl Farms. So social media platforms include, find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and also sweetgirlfarms.com, our website. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care.